Alrighty, welcome back, race fans. Tonight, the Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series, Harpoon Design, Season 14, round number 14 here at Daytona, presented to you all by MaxspeedTV. How is everybody out there doing this evening? Of course, July 4th coming up on Tuesday, so I'm sure families and some of you all out there probably getting ready for that as well. Everybody just be safe. And I do see you out there, Brendan. How you doing, Mr. Kennedy? Well, we've got some Superspeedway action here tonight, and you know the season just continues for SRU. We're going to go ahead and dive down into it here tonight. Of course, I am Joshua Medlock. Everybody should know me by now. I sound a little different. Sorry, I'm still in pain, but we are here. Now, we are going to be pulling 100 laps here tonight. Our stage is going to be at the completion of lap 45, so white flag at 45, and when they hit 46, that is when our stage will be done. 100 laps here tonight. Track temp is at 101, so it is a little warm out there. 250 miles, 4 sets of tires. The tires not really a big issue here at Daytona. It could come down to a fuel issue here, depending on, you know, how long these guys go, and, you know, depending on the cautions and all that other stuff that goes along with it. So we'll definitely have to keep an eye on that fuel count this evening. Pit road here at Daytona, 60 miles an hour with a pace speed of 70. Taking a look at the point standings coming into round 14 here tonight. Mark Whitley stands up at the top here. Now, pretty much everybody has stayed where they're at, but we do have a couple of movers down toward the top 16. But everybody pretty much stays where they're at. Mark Whitley up the top at 5:35. Gary Slapinski in second at 5:30. 5 behind our leader, Mr. Whitley. Kyle Heath in third at 5:23. 12 behind the leader and 7 behind Gary. Chris Patton fourth at 4:82. 53 behind the leader and 41 behind Kyle. Brandon Sheets in fifth at 4:43. 92 behind the leader and 39 behind Chris. Philip Bridgman in 6th at 4:12, 123 behind the leader and 31 behind Sheets. Hunter Hayward in 7th at 4:03, 132 behind the leader and 9 behind Philip. Robbie Darnell in 8th at 396, 139 behind the leader and 7 behind Hayward. Jason Adams in 9th at 357, almost said 375, at 357, 178 behind the leader and 39 behind Darnell. And the other Robbie Stewart, is going to round out our top 10 and 10 at 344, 191 behind the leader and 13 behind Adams. Keith Hurlbut in 11th at 336, 199 behind the leader and 8 behind Stewart. Jeff Gilmore in 12th at 323, 212 behind the leader and 13 behind Hurlbut. Zach Bouchier in 13th at 319, 216 behind the leader and 4 behind Gilmore. Larry Blair in 14th at 314, 221 behind the leader and 5 behind Zach. And then, of course, well, like I was saying, we have a couple of movers. David Cassidy up a spot into 15th at 298, 237 behind the leader. And 298, 237 behind the leader and 16 behind Blair. And Brad Delp up 4 spots into 16th at 276, 259 behind the leader and 22 behind David Cassidy. That is, of course, our top 16. The closer we get to the chase, we'll start going over the top 20. That way it'll give everybody an idea of, you know, who's on the outside looking in. Of course, only the top 16 drivers will make it into that chase. That, of course, is going to be starting September the 3rd. So we got a ways to go before we get to that, but still, nevertheless, anything can happen. Hey, Gary, how you doing out there, buddy? I do see you out there hanging out. Yeah, it should be a good race, Daytona. Of course, you know, Daytona, like all the other super speedways, is a crapshoot. Anybody can win it. You know, not only do I love super speedways, but boy, the track we're going to next week, it's not raced very much anymore. Of course, it is the old Atlanta. That track definitely going to be a tire issue track. Oh, they better get all the running and gunning they can here tonight at Daytona, because next week at old Atlanta, they're going to be wishing they were at Daytona again. I guarantee you that. Jeff Gilmore right now in the top of the leaderboard by one thousandth of a second. Just right up ahead of Cameron Smith. Of course, drafting going to play a big, crucial part into tonight's race. You're going to have to find some friends and some teammates if you got them. Definitely going to be key, but we are under that 3-minute mark, and we will get into qualifying here in just a minute. But we are going to step aside and play the national anthem provided by Madison Rising, so hang tight, folks. Qualifying here at Daytona will be underway when we come back.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran fast, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the frame, and the home of the brave? Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. Stand of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the frame, in the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching Max Speed TV.
folks, we are back. Looks like we had a little bit of a technical issue there with OBS crashing again. Definitely looked into it, but I don't see anything that could cause it to crash. However, we are here, and glad to see everybody out there tuning in. 7 of you already liking the video. 8 of you out there tuning in, and it looks like Asmaro out there. A tear out there, yeah, I think I tore something in my arm and my shoulder. Oh yeah, it's painful for sure. Gary out there, of course Gary is out up on track here tonight as well. Qualifying is underway. Now they only get 2 laps of qualifying, single car qualifying. So they do not get the luxury of the draft. They will have to get the quickest lap by themselves. Now of course when the race starts, we'll definitely see these guys start teaming up and getting around one another. But as of right now, it's just single car qualifying. Gary up front. Looks like Chris Paff P2 right now. Kyle Heath P3. Mark Whitley P4. Christopher Campbell P5. Brandon Hartwell is sitting pretty much at the exit of pit road here. So he is the only driver that is out there that has not put in a lap yet. Zach Duchier, Philip Bridgman, Kevin Roy, Jim Comensperger, Clifton Ashley, Jason Adams, Robbie Darnell, Larry Blair, and Brandon Hartwell have yet to come out, and it doesn't look like they will, as we are at that 45-second mark. So they are probably just going to start in the back and hang out, get these laps wound down. 100 laps, folks. It doesn't seem like a whole lot, but it is enough for these guys to have to, kind of think. I mean, you would think you don't need any practice on a super speedway, but in these cars, I think you need at least a little bit. Trucks, though, however, with all the changes that they've made with the trucks, pushing the pusher and the, everything, it makes it a little bit different. You don't want to push the pusher in these cars. Well, Gary Slapinski is going to grab that top spot here, and we're going to go ahead and pull him down. Gary, buddy, got a copy?
Yes, go ahead.
Hey, man, well, it looks like you are going to grab the top pole here tonight with a 49.560. Congratulations on the pole here, buddy, but, it's crapshoot. Anybody can win Daytona, man, but starting up front, that's a good thing in a sense, but also
good, right?
could be a bad thing.
Well, could be a bad thing. You could get, maybe the guy behind you wrecks you and takes out the whole field. We have no quick fixes, so
Yep.
Maybe I'll just start from the pits or something. No, I'm only kidding. I don't know. I think this might get my lap led and go to the back. I don't know. We'll see how I feel.
Yeah, and I was going to mention that no fast repairs. So at a super speedway, with the no reaction time, you get damage, and it's significant. It is going to be so difficult to get that lap back.
Yes, it is. You gotta play smart here today. I mean, if you could stay out front, just keep it out front, I think it'd be a good safe spot. The first 2 spots, but I feel like anything else, I'm just gonna be too scared. I mean, unless Mark's in front of me, I feel pretty good. But I don't know. It's a crapshoot. I have to see how everybody is driving tonight, and I'll decide that as I'm out here. We'll see.
Yeah. Just kind of figure out, kind of what's going to happen and, kind of go from there. Well, we know you and your teammate will definitely try to get hooked up together at some point here tonight. That's always going to be a given. So,
yeah.
We'll see kind of what happens. He's going to be the 3rd car behind you, so we'll see kind of how that plays out. The scariest portion of a Daytona Talladega race is always the start. Somebody misses a shift, and it could be over.
Yeah, it's happened to me. My shifter fall down, or you missed a shift, or shifter breaks. It's happened to me before. I had to get a new one, and I have a new one now. But
yep.
I use the paddles on this car, but it shouldn't be a problem.
Alrighty, well, we're going to let you get to it, Gary. Looks like everybody's gridding up here tonight, buddy. Good luck, and congratulations on the pole, man.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to go ahead and get him on the grid here tonight. The MaxspeedTV starting grid. We just talked to him. The 78 of Gary Slapinski, grabbing the pole with a 49.560. Again, congratulations to Gary on pole. Chris Paff, awesome job, Chris. He's going to start on the outside of him in second. The 22 in second, 222. Kyle Heath In the 13, starting third. The 9 of Cameron Smith, fourth. Mark Whitley, fifth. Christopher Campbell, sixth. Robbie Stewart, seventh. Brandon Sheets, eighth. Keith Hurlbutt, ninth. And Jeff Gilmore in 10th. Brandon Hartwell, 11th. Zach Duchier, 12th. Philip Bridgman, 13th. Larry Blair, 14th. Robbie Darnell, 15th. Kevin Roy, 16th. Jim Coleman-Sperger, 17th. Blitzen Ashley in 18th. And Jason Adams going to round it out here tonight. 19 drivers here. Not the biggest field we've seen with these guys, but, you know, everybody probably out and about doing Independence Day stuff. You could probably call this the Independence Day weekend. Of course, the 4th being on Tuesday, and then everybody probably going to be, you know, doing stuff tonight, tomorrow night, Tuesday night, and possibly even Wednesday night. So, going to be a busy week for a few. Going to be busy tomorrow and Tuesday, and then after that, I don't know. All right, here we go, folks. Down into turn number 3. In the middle of 3 and 4. Pull those belts tight. One more time. Robbie Darnell did not grid here. Maybe he's going to start on pit road. I do see him in Discord, so that's different. All right, here we go. Pace car will dive off to the safety of pit road, and of course, we will go green pretty quickly right after that. There goes the pace car. And Gary Slapinski into the start zone here tonight. Green is out for the first time here tonight, folks. Boogity, boogity, boogity. We're racing here tonight at Daytona. Going to be an interesting lap, I should say. Raymond out of turn number 2, watching the 75 of Gilmore drop it low. Inside line already forming. They want to get some of these laps wound down pretty quickly, which would not be a bad idea to do that. The 9 of Cameron Smith, 22 of Chris. Oh, it fell all the way back to 7th. He's dropped it right behind the 25 of Brandon Hartwell. Gary Slapinski is going to lead the very first lap here tonight, so he got that bonus point out of the way, but we are single file all the way back to Cameron Smith. Christopher Campbell, a couple of side-by-side back here. Brandon Sheets, Jeff Gilmore. Zach Duchier going back and leaving a little bit further. There's some side-by-side. Jim Coleman-Sperger going to the inside of the 73 of Larry Blair, Clifton Ashley. Right there, Jason Adams at the tail end of the 18-car field here tonight. Yeah, Robbie Darnell did not start, which is kind of odd. Robbie usually starts. And single file throughout the racetracks. So they probably know that long race, get some laps wound down. Now, of course, stage folks, like I said, a white flag at 45, and when they hit 46, that'll be checkered for the stage. And just Senior Messi, Hurlbutt is going to win the whole dang thing tonight. Hey! I wouldn't count him out. Right there. Started 9th, and he's already up to 5th. We're only 3 laps completed here. We're already on our 4th lap, so hey, count him out. Changes, though, already. Everybody, though, still, I say that, looks like Larry Blair is about a second back behind Kevin Roy. Larry loses, oh, and he keeps falling back. Maybe he's trying to get back to pick up the 24 of Jason Adams here. Maybe these two are going to get connected together and then kind of stay out of the mayhem if something was to arise up front. But right now, I don't see really anything that we need to be too concerned about because of the space that is given between each driver. It looks like about a half a car length. So they are giving each other some room, but they are also staying within striking distance if, say, somebody was to spin about and they can get around. As of right now, just not a whole lot of movement. Brandon Hartwell, I don't know wherever, but I see Tara out there. I know, Brad and them, Brad Delph and his family, I know they're on vacation, so I know they're not here. But as of right now, we're going to watch Robbie Stewart. Now, Robbie came from 7th to 4th. He's just kind of hanging out right here behind the 77 and right up in front of the 19 who we was just talking about, Keith Hurlbud here. Nasbro, a fan of the 19. Christopher Campbell in the 68, back a few positions from where he started, but single file, folks. Yeah, not a whole lot. And Larry Blair did pick up Jason Adams, so I mean, they are cutting into the lead or to the gap to Kevin Roy, but it is still 5.5 seconds back. It does look like Christopher Campbell is starting to fall back a little bit here. Across the stripe, here comes Philip Bridgman to the inside, as well as the 2 of Brandon Sheets. 68 gonna have to find a hole. There he goes. And see, yep, he's gonna drop it down right behind the 2 here. Cameron Smith coming around the 10 of Clifton Ashley. It looks like they are trading spots. Man, oh man. Not seeing them reach, 200 miles an hour yet. I think 195, 196 is about the highest that I've seen it. Yeah, because Mark Whitley just hit 195 there. Yeah, I do think I've seen somebody back here hit 196. I haven't seen anybody top 200 yet, but and Chris Paff just hit 196 miles an hour. Man, that is fast. Hope everybody out there is, who do we have? Oh, Phillip Bridgman, it looks like moving back a little bit here. Zach Duchier to his inside. You're Hurlbut's biggest fan. I don't know about that. I might have to fight you for that one. I've gotten to know pretty much all these drivers out here. And, it's an honor to interview each and every one of them when I do get a chance to. Sometimes I don't get a chance to. But I'll get to talking to them. Watch out, whoa, look at the run the 75 of Gilmore's getting. And he's bringing along the 21 with him. Wow! I think Jeff Gilmore and the 21 of Zach Duchier, I think they're tired of doing this single file stuff. And they got a huge run, and now they're bringing along the 5 of Phillip. 22 going to try to fight his way back up there after starting second. And the 2 right there, Brandon Sheets. that outside line, not able to get going. Man, they got going, and then when everybody got lined up, it just seemed like it just stopped. They just stalled. And here, well, that 22 of Chris Paff got a huge run on the inside, and he's going to take it, bring it along. Brandon Sheets right along with him. Brandon coming around the 75 now. Or, well, trying to, I should say. Has not got around him yet. 25 of Hartwell. We're seeing some runs happening. They're just, for some reason, just can't get around one another. I don't know exactly why that is. We're just taking the air off of one another, and it just slows the outside line down. Watching back here, though, with the 75 of Gilmore, the 21 of Zach Duchier, 22-2, a 5 outside, 25 right there, and Jim Coleman'sberger company's like, you know what, they can race it up there. We'll do our thing back here, and we'll play it safe. Jim leading this group with Cameron Smith, Clifton Ashley, Christopher Campbell, Kevin Roy, Larry Blair, and Jason Adams still hanging out together. Back up here where that side-by-side is ongoing. Definitely continue to watch it. No fast repairs, 3 green-white checkered attempts, 75% fuel, 4 sets of tires, but they're not really going to need them unless they burn their tires up by spinning it. That would be about the only time they would need to take a set of tires. Whoa, there goes the 22 of Path. Oh, 25 looks like got shuffled out a little bit. That was Brandon Hartwell. Yeah, he's losing the draft here. Uh-oh, that is not good. See our first 3 wide back here. Well, I don't know. We do have Keith Hurlbutt, Phillip Bridgman, Brandon Sheets. Well, that didn't last but a second. The 5's going to drop it down right in front of the 75. So back to single file, and we're getting a couple of different packs, but this front pack here, they're still pretty much together. Not a whole lot of real movement up front. Clifton Ashley and Christopher Campbell, they were doing a quick battle back here for 14th. That didn't last long. And here we go, side by side. Knew the 78 and 77 was going to get connected at some point. There they go. Both on the inside line. Boy, that's 77 all over the 78. Now we got a battle for the lead. Kyle Heath, Gary Slapinski, Mark Whitley, Robbie Stewart, Chris Path. And, oh, man, starting to shake up front. Outside line. Got a good run, but too much of a gap there between the 3 and 13. Don't know if that is a good thing or a bad thing. Maybe a good thing to not cause a caution. Bad thing to stop that outside line from to get going. Kyle Heath is going to lead that lap, folks. He's going to take it away from Gary Slapinski. Kyle, he's got a bonus point now. And this front pack, 2x2x2. Now the inside line starting to move again. 5:21. Philip Bridgman, Zach Duchier. The 75, Jeff Gilmore. The driver's on the inside. 13 is not coming down, nor is the 3. Al Heath in the 13, Robbie Stewart the 3. Chris Paff says, I'm going down. There goes the 19 as well. Keith Hurlbut, he's dropping it down. 75% fuel. Oh, Keith Hurlbut and Chris Paff gonna take it to the outside this time. See if they can muster something up. They're bringing Kyle Heath, Robbie Stewart, and Brandon Sheets right along with them. Get back here to Jim Coleman-Sperger, Cameron Smith, Brandon Hartwell, Clifton Ashley and company real quick. Okay, I am seeing sparks coming off of Christopher Campbell's 68 car. Am I the only one seeing this? Oh, yeah. He's got sparks. No, he don't have no sparks. That was weird. Okay. That was strange. Yeah, right. Speaking of Path, we are on Chris. Click Donnie. It was strange seeing sparks come off that car, and then all of a sudden it cleared up. That was a little weird. Wasn't the only one. He lit a sparkler in the car, me think. Hey, Eric. Yeah. Hey, a little bit of fireworks here tonight out on track, folks, already. On Kyle again, right here with the 21 of Zach Duchier. So we got some more side-by-side going on. We want to go ahead and get popped back here again real quick. Jim, Cameron, Brandon, Clifton, Christopher, Kevin, Larry, Blair, and Jason still hanging out. These two right here, man, they probably want to get to the stage pretty quickly. That was a lot of sparks. Yeah, it was. It was a little strange seeing that. Watching the 22. And Chris feeling some side draft, it looked like, but not able to fully get around the 5. Watch that outside line though. Gary and Mark. Still up front. Ooh, that 3. Probably Stewart. Almost tagged the wall. Lap 23, folks. Still got a ways to go. Oh, NASCAR. Oh, Chicago road course. That was a bad idea, racing Chicago road course. Yeah, so when I seen they were doing that, I was like, oh, Lord, that's going to be worse than Sonoma. Still watching the outside here with Kyle Heath, Chris Path now. And there's been some side by side. Kyle really has not left that outside line after leading his lap. Robbie Stewart, of course, coming around the 13-2 of Brandon Sheets. I would expect 13 to drop it down here, and I think he does. Yep. Jim getting a push from the 9 of Smith, Cameron Smith. Alrighty, folks, a quarter of the way this time by. A lot of side-by-side going on. However, we are back to that single file racing. Or single file, follow the leader, whatever you want to call it. Right now, it's follow Gary Slapinski. Not a whole lot. Gary's led a lap. Let's see. Gary, Kyle. That's it. Just Gary and Kyle are the only two. Looks like Larry Blair and Jason Adams down pit road here for the first time tonight. Boy, it looks like our leaders maybe are coming down. Gary Slapinski, Mark Whitley, Philip Bridgman, Keith Hurlbutt, like Zach Duchier, Chris Paff, Robbie Stewart, Brandon Sheets, Kyle Heath, Clifton Ashley, Kevin Roy, all down pit road. Jeff Gilmore has led a lap. Oh, green flag pit stops. All right. Well, I was muted the whole time. Whoops. But we did have a round of green flag pit stops. Cameron Smith is gonna probably have to come down at some point. He's been out here 30 laps. I think he tried to come out the last time and ended up cutting some grass on the front stretch. Yeah, Eric, yeah, that would be, wouldn't be surprising, because, you know, them two guys right there, they know how to race. But with that being said, Eric, you know, super speedway racing is a crapshoot. You know, they can wreck out or get wrecked out or have a mistake just like anybody else can. So even though they're excellent racers, and I've known Gary since my whole time on iRacing, I've seen Gary make some, you know, some mistakes that, you know, you wouldn't think he'd make. And, you know, well, yeah, so, but Mark Whitley officially has not led a lap yet. Three drivers, top three: Mark Whitley, Gary Slapinski, Jeff Gilmore. And back here, Philip Bridgman, Zach Duchier. Back here, then we've got Keith Hurlbutt, Chris Paff, Brandon Sheets, Robbie Stewart, Kyle Heath. Going back a little bit further, Brandon Hartwell by himself. Tim Tolmansberger by himself. Kevin Roy by himself. Christopher Campbell alone. Clifton Ashley alone. Cameron Smith. Looks like Cameron did. Yeah, he did come down pit road, so he's back out. Jason Adams and Larry Blair right here together. So we've got several packs of cars. Not that huge pack we've seen before. They will be able to make it they will be able to make it to the stage. We are hitting lap 33. 32 laps completed. Whoa. Close action back here. That was with the 3 of Robbie and the 5 of Phillip. 19, 22, 2, 3, 5, 21, 13. Well, they have caught Keith and Company. Now, Keith and Company is 4 seconds back behind Jeff Gilmore, Gary, and Mark to make their way around the 73 and the 24. That is going to put both of these gentlemen, Jason Adams and Larry Blair, 1 lap down together. Well, that is the first 2 drivers a lap down. So far, so good with these guys. Been some side by side. Had some action. No surprise. We are, of course, still waiting on the first 3 wide, which if they keep it up back here, they may do just that. Like they're just probably trying to figure out where they want to be at. Stage will be coming up here in about 11 laps. of Kyle trying to make a move on the 5, but he's out there by himself, and he is going to do it. He's going to dart it right down in front of the 5 after getting around him. Let's see if Kyle can get around the 3 now. Robbie Stewart, one car at a time. Is the 5. 5's going to go along with him. Oh, looks like maybe a little bit of a checkup back here around with the 5 and 21 or something along that nature. Not sure, but 5 and 21 had to back off really quickly. Kyle still trying to get around the 3 of Robbie Stewart. Now the 21 of Zach Gouchier's out there to help the 13 a little bit. That is going to allow the 13 to get around the 3. Now Zach, I was going to say Zach's going to be out there by himself. Philip Bridgman jumped out to the outside. Now Philip, Zach kind of working together. Oh, Zach's blinking out a little bit. Ooh. Now he's making moves again. Man, he's up there with the 22, the 2, and the 19 now. If he can get 1 or 2 cars. Oh, 22 of Chris got a little loose. Thank God he didn't overcorrect it. 13, is he going to be able to squeeze it? No, he is not. Now the 21 of Zach going to help Kyle out to the outside. The 5 of Philip Bridgman on the outside as well. Side by side back here with these guys. We're going to stay back here with them. I do think if anything was to happen, it might happen back here. Hopefully nothing happens, but there's a higher chance as they are coming quickly up on the 9, and here we go. Our first yellow. Oh, and right up into the 2. Oh, our first yellow of the evening. That is going to, it looks like, put us on the 9 of Cameron Smith. And here is our first yellow. What actually happened? Let's see here. They were coming up on Cameron. They were coming up on Cameron. Okay, dropped it down. He's on the below the apron there a little bit. Coming up on him pretty quick. And then right there is where it happened at. That just caused the chain reaction. 22, 2, gonna get a piece. The 13 did get around, then gets hit by the 5. The 3 gonna get involved. The 21 gonna get a piece of it. Cameron Smith is already taking his car behind the wall. No quick repairs. Depending on how hard you hit the wall will depend on, or hit another car will depend on, of course, how much damage you have, but it does look like everybody is coming down pit road here, so that was not the stage. everybody starting to come back out. Gary, Mark, Jeff, Zach, and Keith. That's gonna bring the top 5 off of pit road. Christopher Campbell, Brandon Hartwell, Jim Coleman-Sperger, Clifton Ashley. Looks like Kevin Roy. Round out the top 10. Robbie Stewart in 11th. Cal Heath, Philip Bridgman still on pit road. It looks like Brandon Sheets in his box here. Larry Blair is right up ahead of our leaders. He did stay out, it looks like. He is back on the lead lap. Well, super speedway action for you folks. All right, pace car lights are off. We will be coming back green at 43. It will be Lipinski, Whitley, Gilmore, Duchier, Hurlbutt, top 5. Campbell, Hartwell, Ashley, Coleman-Sperger, Stewart, top 10. Bridgman, Roy, Adams, Blair, Sheets, rounding out the top 15. All right, just waiting now on the pace car to dive off to the safety of pit road. That was the stage. All right, so we will not be getting another yellow here. Robbie Darnell in chat. Calling it, and that was the stage. All right, here we go. And the green is back out once more here tonight. Gary Slapinski, Mark Whitley, teammates up front. 27-21 on the outside. That is Zach Duchier. That was the stage. Oh, Robbie, ouch. I'm in pain myself, but not a migraine. Hopefully you get to feel better, bud. Right, watching the 3 of Robbie Stewart, the other Robbie. On the outside, alone, as of right now, but the 11 of Coleman-Sperger is trying to, well, I thought it was going to go up high, but nope. Staying down to the inside, going to come around the 3. Here comes the 12 of Kevin Roy. Jason Adams, 12. 5 of Philip Bridgman. I think Robbie does it within 5 laps of the stage, so technically that was within 5 laps. I think that's the way Robbie does it. Oh, coming up on the 22, Chris Paff still out there. Heavy damage, though, on that 22 machine. Just kind of trying to survive what he can. Maybe get some more damage fixed, if at all possible, but 22 not looking promising right now. Looks like Brandon Sheets also coming back out. He's going to have some damage as well. We'll see exactly if he's able to pick up speed. Kyle Heath has got some damage too. He is out there, 1 lap down. He is right behind the 73 of Larry Blair, the last driver on the lead lap. Well, there's no way possibly of doing green-white checkered attempts for stages unless you just continue on because of the way, you know, you set up the lobbies in, you know, in iRacing. You know, you set it, say, 100 laps, and, you know, your stage is supposed to be, you know, like at 46. You know, you can't, I don't think you can do it to where the laps don't count or something. Yeah. All right, lap 47. Up on that halfway mark, folks. You're in about 3 laps. Lap 48. They just took lap 48. One got a little wiggly back here. Zach Duchier. Here we go. Watching the top side here, 78, 77. 77 made the move up to the outside. Now the 78 moved up. Now the two teammates are connected together. They're alone on the outside line. 75 of Gilmore. Now the 25, that is Brandon Hartwell. He's also on the outside line. Jeff Gilmore has led a lap. Now we're seeing that 78, 77 drop it down. Oh no, here we go. And we are going to be wrecking 77 going around, but we'll check it. Find out exactly what happened. And it's going to put me on the 77 of Mark Whitley right here. So we're going to see the 78, 77, 25 on the outside, the 75, 19, 10 on the inside. 78, 77 drops it down. 25 looks like he was coming down as well, but he was not clear. That sent him, it looks like, right into the back of Mark Whitley. Yep, that is going to spin not only the 25, 77 goes up into the wall. With the 19, gonna get a piece of that as well. The 10, somehow, some way, 75 scaped through that, as well as the 3. And Jim Coleman'sberger and that Twix machine, man, dodged it. All right. Pit lap 51 here in just a second. We will be officially at that halfway mark. All right. Harry leading them down pit road. We're going to get an interview in here tonight. How about we do that? Let's see. And we'll talk to... I think the 19 did get through that because he is coming right back out. He's not wasting any time, and that is exactly who we're going to talk to. Keith, buddy, got a copy?
I got you.
Hey, man. Well, a couple of yellows, but it looks like you guys are, doing a couple of things out there here tonight. Follow the leader, side by side, and rubbing and racing.
Yeah, there's been a little bit of rubbing. It seems like the best has been single file, and then that outside line gets going, and then it's kind of where we end up in trouble.
Yeah, let's talk about that outside line for a moment because we'll see it. They'll get a good run out there, and then, you'll have 3 or 4 cars, but then all of a sudden, they just can't go anywhere. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if it's that they can't get enough cars up there working together or what, but they get a real good run, like you said, and then, at some point they just start drifting back. So that inside line's still king tonight.
Do you think that inside line's just going to continue to be the king line here? Do you think maybe somebody can get something figured out on that high line?
I think the high line will work if people can work together. I think that's the big thing. If we can get a group of 4 or 5 cars working together, I do think that outside line will work.
Well, I guess we'll find out. We got, halfway to go here tonight. So, we got plenty of laps left figured out. So, been an amazing race out here tonight, bumping and banging. Probably a lot better than that Chicago street course NASCAR's doing, I'm hearing.
Yeah, no kidding. I know there's a couple times tonight I've already had to change my shorts, unfortunately, but we're still going.
All righty, buddy. Well, good luck down there, Keith. And, just hang on and don't worry about the interview and just do your thing, Keith.
All right, you guys have a good time broadcasting.
You too, bud. Good luck.
Thanks.
All right, Keith Hurlbut out there. Running P3. He started in 9th. And, yeah, he did make it through that, it looked like. No harm, no foul. Yeah, just got sideswiped. Yeah, sideswipe, not a big deal. Now, if you get front or rear end damage, then I think that's where you got to really worry about it, especially in these cars at this track. Now, if it was like Bristol or Darlington or, something like that, I don't think, you would really have to worry about it too much. Still need to take care of your car, though. Ow. Gary up front. Jeff Gilmore, Keith Hurlbut, Jason Adams, Zach Duchier rounding out the top 5. Yep, yeah, you don't want to mess up the tie rod ends. Oh. All right, here we go. Pace car has dove off to the safety of pit road. Gary, Jeff, our top row here into the start zone, and the green is back out once more here tonight. We are, of course, over that halfway mark. I'll take my glasses off a minute. See the 75 of Gilmore kind of fall back. 24 drops it low. Jason Adams Mason was down a lap early on, and he's found his way up to the top 5. There's a hole there for the 75 if he wants to go. I don't know if he's going to drop it or not. Oh, yep, there he goes. Whoa, boy, that probably scared the daylights out of the 68 of Christopher Campbell. Robbie Stewart, Philip Bridgman. Ooh, and Mark Whitley has taken his car behind the wall here tonight. Ooh, Philip having some issues. Stay on Philip a minute. Kind of keep an eye on him in the aerokinetics. Yeah, aerokinetics number 5. He's got the Twix machine behind him, alongside the Michigan Detroit Lions. Oh, Brandon Hartwell coming down pit road here. This by design or what? Oh, but he is coming down pit road. Huh. Not sure why Hartwell came down. Maybe incident on pit road, speeding, unsafe pit entrance. I have no idea. Maybe damage. I don't know. All right, back to single file. 9:04 Eastern, 8:04 Central. Like Larry Blair right here in 12th. Single file. All righty, folks. Well, I think we can go ahead and do it here tonight. Everybody should know the drill. And we've got it here. Bring the noise. Harpoon design. Let's go ahead and crank it up, folks. All right, getting back up here, folks. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the crank it up. 700 watts for 700 horsepower. That's a good one there, bud. Nothing really changing per se. Yeah, I bet it was. Well, I bet it was rattling some windows. Getting back here, looks like Larry Blair. We had some movement back here. And Larry Blair coming back, it looks like to 12th. Taking a look, see here where our packs are at, where they're ending it. So our top 8 are together. Philip Bridgman right here at the tail end of this one. Jim Comensperger leading that second group with Kevin Roy, Clifton Ashley, Larry Blair, Kyle Heath. Brandon Hartwell is back out right there with Brandon Sheets. Chris Path is on the racetrack. He was right behind the 13 of Kyle Heath here with this group with Jim. Gary leading that front pack with Keith Hurlbutt, Zach Duchier, Jason Adams, Jeff Gilmore, Robbie Stewart, Christopher Campbell, and Philip Bridgman. Nope, they won't be going 1-2 here tonight. No fast repairs. It's rough. Now, Robbie Darnell has joined the lobby here, but he is not on the racetrack. They will have to pit, it looks like. They've been out here at about 11 laps. They will have to come down, I do believe, at least one more time for fuel. Do not think they can go the distance. It's going to be interesting to see, you know, who comes when, where they come in at, who tries to chance it, you know, bank it on a yellow. I mean, we gotta bring those up. Yeah, Robbie's gonna win 56 laps down. Yep. Robbie Stewart. Not Robbie Stewart. Robbie Darnell. Robbie Stewart is actually sitting in 6th right now. So, yeah, Robbie could win. Robbie definitely could bring it home into victory lane here tonight. Robbie's going to drive the pace car. Possible. Right, well, Gary's still leading the way here, though, and just a bunch of single file. Let's go right along here. How about we ride along here with the other Robbie? Robbie Stewart started 7th, running in 6th right now. Kind of take a look at the new Daytona, folks. This is not the old Daytona. There is some bumps, but it is not like the old Daytona. Oh, yeah, that would be cool. Hire somebody to drive the pace car. Getting a little squiggly wiggly up there ahead of Mr. Stewart here. That is nothing like Piggly Wiggly either. All right. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, well, he's not on the track. He's sitting there right at the right at pit road here in his pit box, so he's not on the track. But hey, 65 laps, folks. Anything can still happen. We definitely got to watch it. We're watching now. Oh, the 75 of Gilmore trying the outside line here. Stage is done, so we can go ahead and take that off here. That outside line just not working out with one car. Need at least 4 out there to get something going. One car is just not gonna do it. Hitting lap number 67, folks. Still got a little bit to go. I do believe we'll probably see them come down pit road with about 25 to 30 to go. I do believe they can at least go that. 75% fuel, they should be able to. $30-35 laps roughly on fuel. Might even be closer to 40. I don't know, Mr. Darnell likes to put fuel laps real close. Stage, so he made the stage at 45, 46. That means it's pretty close around that, 40 to 45 laps, 42, 43 laps, somewhere around in there. I know he's out there. I know he can hear me. One person I have not seen in chat here tonight is the sponsor, Brantley Roden. He's probably hanging out there somewhere. But Eric, Tara, Robbie, Asmaro, Brendan Kennedy. Glad to see you all out there in chat here tonight. Do appreciate it. 9 likes, 9 watching. Now it's just a whole lot of single file, folks. Man, Gary Slapinski, though, now he will not be beat for the most laps led. He's led 52 laps. That cannot be beat. So he will come away regardless of what happens with the most laps led, for sure. And they're coming up on some up on some lap cars here. Coming up on Brandon Sheets and Brandon Hartwell here. So we got a couple of cars that are a lap down. And it looks like the leaders, Brandon Hartwell, is going to stay on the track. He's going to make them go to the outside. Brandon Sheets literally got off the track and let them go by. So a little bit of a different, you know, one of those things. Brad only put Brandon Hartwell, though, 2 laps down. So I seen why he did that. Yeah, but with the way that outside line is not able to get going, Eric and Asmaro, I don't know if that'd be a good idea or not. You know, let's say we get to the white flag and we're coming out of 4 and Keith, you know, jumps out. You know, if nobody goes with him, I think that's going to hurt Keith, you know, coming to the line. Just my opinion, or whoever is in second, you know. Well, right now it's Keith, so that's why I'm picking on Keith. But they're going to have to come down pit road, folks. They're not going to be able to make it. Try it. I mean, hey, why not? You know. That's like the saying goes. Doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning is winning. So, and here we go. Pit stops. I knew this was going to happen soon. Keith Hurlbutt. Robbie Stewart. Down pit road. So, that is the only drivers that I'm seeing. Yeah, that's it. That is the only 2 that came down. So, Pit stop starting to happen. Yep. We'll see when Gary, Zach, Jason, Jeff, Christopher, when they come down. That is our top 5. Well, they will be up to speed. It does not look like Gary Slapinski is bringing anybody down, or nobody's coming down right now. See what Jim Coleman-Sperger and company does. Nothing. They're not coming down. Robbie Stewart and Keith just now entering the track as Gary and company come out of turn 2 while they have made their pit stops. Our lead pack is coming. Yeah, somebody, they pitted with him. Yeah, Keith Hurlbutt and Robbie Stewart pitted together. Yeah, so he's got a drafting partner, but yeah, you don't want to come down alone. Don't see, nobody else down pit road as of right now. Lead pack, though, is coming up on Robbie and Keith. See, there's Keith, there's Robbie, and you go right back here, and there's Gary. Now, Keith and Robbie are still on the lead lap, so Era. Dominique Toretto saying, Yep, yes, ma'am. You are correct. And those two are teammates. So, gotta work with your teammate when you can. So with them, being teammates, that actually helps both of them. Well, they're ahead, but they're not ahead. They're on the lead. They're on the lead. Whatever. Yeah, and here they come. Here's Gary down pit road now, or he's coming. He's going to be bringing the 21 of Zach Duchier down with him, the 24 of Jason Adams, the 5 of Philip Bridgman. Jim Coleman-Sperger and group not coming. They are staying out. Ooh, I just seen Kyle Heath hit 201 miles an hour. Not sure if that was a glitch or not, but I did see it in the timing screen. 201. So maybe they did. Maybe he did hit 201. I doubt it, though. He might have. Yeah, I know. These cars are finicky, though. Sometimes you race here and they'll hit, 195, 196, and then the next week or whatever, they race here. Somebody races at Daytona, they'll hit, 203, 204. So it's like, really? That just goes to show you the track's different. Right now, Jeff Gilmore leading the way. Does have the 19 and the 3 ahead of him, though. That is Keith Hurlbutt and Robbie Stewart. Jeff has led 3 laps. Christopher Campbell in the 68 P2. Kyle Heath P3 on pit road. Larry Blair on pit road coming off. Here comes Jim. Lifton Ashley. Kyle Heath is coming off as well. So that round, that group pitted. Definitely going to be interesting finish, that's for sure. Interesting to see who can hold on. Jeff Gilmore and Christopher Campbell have yet to come down. well as Brandon Hartwell and Brandon Sheets. So as we hit lap 180 this 180. Hit lap 80 this time by 180. Wow. Oh, I'm thinking a Daytona 500, folks. Lap 180. Blame the pain on that one. Golly. Now look, Daytona 500s are rough. I've done them. I've done many of them. It's time by though, folks. Guess what? 20 to go. Jeff Gilmore, yeah, he's in P1 right now. 19 in the 3. Heath Hurlbutt and Robbie Stewart are technically they're on the lead lap, and right ahead of the leaders as they come down. Here comes Gilmore, here comes Campbell, here comes Hartwell. They are all down pit road, so everything cycles through here. Gonna put. Oh, looks like Christopher Campbell actually led a lap. Did he? No, didn't show. Okay. Oh, he did not. So, Jason Adams in P3 here. Just came across the stripe. Jeff Gilmore and Campbell, they will be making their way back on the track here momentarily. Jason Adams and company, they are up to speed. Going to take Gilmore and Campbell a minute to get up to speed, but here comes Adams, man. They are just going to fly around these guys. Jeff Gilmore, I don't know what Gilmore's going to do. He's just going to stay low. Yep, that's about his only option. As Adams, Gary, Zach, and Phillip come flying. Now what Jeff needs to do is get behind that number 5. As Jason Adams has led his first lap here tonight. They're going to be coming up on the 25 of Brandon Hartwell here. Brandon is 1 lap down by himself. They're going to go to the outside. Now Brandon is officially 2 laps down. All right, 16 to go. Right now, just a single file up front, boy, and that's 78 all over the back of the 24. 21 of Zach, pulling back, it looks like. Ooh, 5, Philip Bridgman catching that apron again. Seeing the sparks come off of that Aero Connect number 5 car. Well, we got Adams up front. Lapinski second, Bridgman third, Duchier fourth, Gilmore in fifth, Christopher Campbell sixth, Keith Hurlbutt seventh, Robbie Stewart in eighth, Kevin Roy ninth, and Clifton Ashley rounding out our top 10. Al Heath in 11th, Larry Blair 12th, Jim Comensberger 13th. And that is our drivers on the lead lap. Brandon Hartwell in 14th, 2 laps down. Chris Paff in 15th, 5 laps down. Brandon Sheets is on pit road. And, of course, Robbie Darnell on pit road as well. Mark Whitley and Cameron Smith have taken their cars behind the wall. That is kind of the way we're setting that right now, folks. All right. Well, Jason Adams still holding on. Not a whole lot going on right now. 13 to go. It'll be 12 to go at the stripe. Probably won't see these guys try to make moves until 5 to go, 4 to go, maybe even later than that. White flag, maybe. Like some quick battling back here. Yep, some side-by-side going on. Jeff Gilmore. Larry Blair, looks like the 75. Got the 11 of Coleman-Sperger, so we're starting to see things heat up a little bit back here toward the back. Right around that top 10 area. Watching Gilmore and Jim. Oh, wow. I thought we were going to have 3 wide there. I thought Jim was going to push the issue there for a moment. I thought he was going to take it up the middle and take this 3 wide, and he's not going to do it there. Wow. Well, wouldn't put it past him. Hey, it's possible. Adams, Slapinski, Bridgman, Duchier, Roy. Okay, who was that at the tail end? That is the 25. That is Brandon Hartwell. 2 laps down at the tail end of the top 4. You're still going for the 19 of Keith. Well, hey, I mean, he's sitting back here right now in 7th in the 2nd group. And it's possible. I'm not going to count him out. Oh, that 10, Blinken. Oh, Clifton. All it takes is one mistake, and they're right there. All it takes. It's going to be 7 to go. That 10 keeps blinking. Hang back, right back here with Kevin Roy. And that blinking definitely could cause issues. That 10, man. All right, well, Jason going to lead his 13th lap this time. He's going to take it 6 to go. Liberty University, 24 out front. Right now, single file, not any side-by-side going on yet. But I would not rule out, and here comes Brandon Hartwell to the outside of the 21. Just not going to be able to do it with one car. And Brandon, you know, 2 laps down, he's trying. Yeah, he's trying to do something, maybe trying to get a teammate to win. And yeah, Gary's sitting in 2nd right now. I think the 25 is wanting somebody to go with him. I don't know who, but 25 keeps peeking his head out. Maybe trying to get air into the car. I don't know. I don't know what Brandon's doing. See, I'm not a driver, so I can't listen in. I don't know what they're doing. Holmensberger, Gilmore, so starting to, well, it was side-by-side back here. Now it's back to single file. Jason Adams up front. Well, folks, we're at 4 to go. We're going to go ahead and mention it. We do have 3 green-white checkered attempts. If it does come down to it, of course, when the white flag comes out, something happens, they will have to race it back to the line. Of course, after that, whoever crosses the stripe first on the lead lap will be declared the winner. Caution comes out before the white flag. Well, we'll rack them up, stack them up, and do it again. And I don't think Jason really wants to see a caution right about now. He's starting to heat up back here, though. Got to get back around Robbie, Jim, Jeff, side by side going on back here. Watch the 19. See what Keith does. Is he going to pop it out in front of the 11? An outside line starting to get a run. Josh, it'll be the hush. Well, I mean, I gotta say the truth, you know. Oh, well, here we go. We got some rubbing. Oh, boy, that 3. Bobby Stewart. Oh, that could have been bad. Oh, that could have been bad. Robbie Darnell out in chat. You know, I gotta speak the truth. If I don't, you know, boss man out there. Why didn't you mention something about green, white, checkered attempts? Well, you know, didn't want to jinx it. I think I almost did, though. Man, it's starting to get awfully squirrely up here, though. Golly. And we are at 2 to go. All Jason needs to do now is hit the white. Oh, we're 3 wide, folks. Oh, no, and we're going to have a GWC attempt. There's the yellow. Oh. There is the yellow right there. The 19, 11, and 75. Oh, that is not what we wanted to see. 3 wide right here. Let's get on the 19. Let me find him. Keith Hurlbut. He's right there in the middle. That's the 10 right there on the inside of that's Clifton Ashley. But it actually happened right up there with the 19 and the 11 is where that all started. Collected the 75. Oh, and then right there is where the 13 of Kyle Heath got a piece of it. Oh, yeah, 75 of Gilmore would come down and just right down into the 13. And, yeah, hard lick. Ouch. 13, man, wrong spot, wrong time. Well, we are going to set it up for a GWC attempt. Here we go. Now, what do you do in a situation like this? Oh, why put that in there? Of 3. Oh. All right. 1 of 3 GWC attempts. I totally spelt that wrong. There we go. Yep, it's a whole new ball game. Jeff Gilmore has already taken his car behind the wall. He's done. Well, we do not do any interviews under green, white, checkered attempts, folks. These guys are already nerves-wracking as it is, so... Let's see here. We've got Adams, Slapinski, Bridgman, Duchier, Roy, top 5. Ashley, Hurlbut, Stewart, Blair. That's our top 10. Christopher Campbell, or top 9. Christopher Campbell is our top 10. Coleman Spurger coming back out, it looks like. Brandon Hartwell is out there. Okay, he's just waiting on some dry. Here we go, folks. We're double file. First attempt GWC here tonight. 9:43 Eastern, 8:43 Central. Still got plenty of time here. And this is anybody's race, though. All right, pace car will dive off to the safety of pit road. Adam Slapinski, row 1. Row 2, Bridgman Duchier. Row 3, Roy Ashley. Row 4, Hurlbutt Stewart. Row 5, Blair and Campbell. Our top 10. I think the driver who gets the best restart here won't, necessarily, he'll have a good chance of winning, but what they don't want or need another GWC attempt, and we do have, of course, 3 of them. Guess we'll find out here, folks. Pace car's off and away. Jason Adams will be the driver to get us going green. Everybody can go now, side by side. Looks like everybody up front got a good start. See what that outside line does. It's starting to get going, but that inside line has been the dominant. Oh, we're going to go 3 wide. Gary. Oh, man, I thought we were going to go 3 wide there. Gary almost got shuffled back. Got to get to the line, folks. We got to get to the white. I think Jason's pushing himself just a little bit too much. I think Jason just made a mistake, and he did. He's going to go across the grass. Going to put Gary up front. We do not have a yellow here. Oh, Jason just made a boo-boo. We are going to hit the white flag this time. 1 to go, folks. Oh, man. Oh, Gary, Zach, Phillip, Clifton. It's still anybody's race. Out of turn number 2. Oh, buddy, we're going to start 3 wide. Here we go. Phillip, he's not wasting any time. He's going to the outside. He's bringing the 10 with him. I don't know if that's going to be enough, Phillip. He's probably going to try one more time. We'll watch the 21, see what Zach does. Out of turn number 4. Gary trying to block every line he can. Here we go. They're going to go across the grass. It's going to be the team of Clifton Ashley as they wreck behind them. And here tonight, we're going to get a MaxspeedTV replay of this. Wow. Whoa. Boy, that was close. Keith Hurlbutt will finish in 3rd. We have got to look at this, folks. Wow. I'm going to rewind it a little bit further here because we're going to get back on the 21 and the 78 here. So right here is we're going to see a move. The 78, we're, trying to block the line here, and 21 goes to the inside, and then right there contact is made. And of course we go back up onto the track here with the 19 of Keith Hurlbutt and company as the 21 comes back up onto the track sideways. The 19 is going to finish P3, but look how close it really was between the 10 and the 5. Clifton Ashley and Phillip Bridgman, and as of course they made contact there too, but wow. What a finish. Clifton Ashley going to bring it home into victory lane here tonight, folks. Oh, my gosh. We're going to have a word with these guys. Hang tight. We'll get them up here for the MaxspeedTV post-race show. Hang tight. We'll be right back. Alrighty, folks. Well, I've caught up with our top 3 here tonight. We're going to bring up our winner here this evening. Clifton Ashley, man, you survived a Daytona here tonight, man. It was a lot of single file, but there was a lot of side-by-side. Both things quickly heated up there at the end, man. Talk about the overall racing, green flag pit stops, and how... And talk about that outside line, because, it seemed like the whole time tonight, that outside line just did not want to go. But, man, Mike's yours.
It was luck for what, if the guys in the back did pretty good racing. I appreciate everybody for, helping me out, and made some stupid mistakes in the beginning, and just it worked out, I guess. Didn't think I was going to get a win, but I don't even know what to say. I'm not usually up in this position.
Well, and I'm sure it feels different. It really, I don't think has hit you yet, to be honest. But I mean, hey, winner's circle, bud. What was it like in the pack out here tonight? Riding around people side by side. How was the this package and these cars? Is it difficult to drive, or is it just difficult to pass?
It's more difficult to drive, but I'm just speaking for myself. You're riding behind somebody, then all of a sudden the car will just pick up speed, and then you got to play with the throttle to stay behind them, and then you're steering, compensating, try not to wreck the guy in front of you or whoever's next to you. It's kind of nerve-wracking.
Oh, I bet, man. Well, like I said, I don't think it's really hit you in the gut yet about, wow, I got the win. Hey, it'll hit you when you're up into the chase. So, it's gonna be very, very interesting to see. We got plenty of races left in the regular season. But man, Daytona is just one of those races. It's a crapshoot. Anybody can win it. I mean, so. You just got to survive, and with no fast repairs this season, Clifton, makes it even a little bit harder.
Yeah, it sure does. I think it's a good thing, but you take less chances with no fast repair. I think it's a really good idea, and I'm glad we implemented it this season.
Well, we got plenty of racing to go, man. Well, next week we go to the old Atlanta, buddy. How do you feel about old tire wearing Atlanta for round 15?
I love that track.
we gonna look for you to go back to back.
Oh, give it a shot.
Well, man, that unlike tonight, tires really weren't an issue. Next week, oh golly, tires is gonna be gold. So,
Absolutely. Big shout out to Dave Bush. Miss you, brother. Love you. Wish you were out here with us.
Yeah, we all miss Dave. It's so odd not seeing him out here. Hopefully he gets to feeling better. But man, Clifton, awesome win out here tonight, buddy. Color Generators, number 10, buddy. Final thought, shout out, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate and, realize that you won tonight.
Thanks to Robbie for putting this on. Really appreciate him and everything he does for SRU, and Jason, all the other admins as well. Appreciate you guys.
All righty, Clifton. We'll go celebrate your victory here tonight. We'll see you next week, brother.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Well, that is going to bring us to our P2 here tonight. Philip Bridgman, buddy. Hey, man, you held on, grabbed a P2 finish here at Daytona. Man, it's Daytona. It's crapshoot, man. Anybody can win. You just got to survive and, have the luck, basically, Philip. Man, talk about it real quick. What was your mindset coming into tonight?
Yeah, it was outstanding race overall. Like, most of it, like, I had plans just to kind of cruise, try to avoid crashes and whatnot, but obviously there really wasn't that many there. It was just a lot of cruising and trying to maintain the pace, not lose the draft, get too far back, and like you're going laps down. So like it was a lot of just trying to ride around, but it got pretty hectic there at the end. It was a blast.
Oh yeah, it got pretty hectic there at the end for sure. A bunch of action going on, not only up front but in that second pack as well. A lot of side by side, even 3 wide, man. 3 wide it could work, but you know, when you're coming down to the wire, that 3 wide, it's gonna go. It could end up good or bad. And man, talk about it. Jason Adams up front, and you know, there's a lot of action going on. Everybody pretty much single file, and then all of a sudden, things just changed right after that. I mean, what was going through your mind seeing what had just happened?
I was really trying to just develop that run, and as soon as I saw him get hooked, I was like, "Whoa!" I was not expecting that. But the run that Clifton developed on that high side was outstanding. Just to fly right by, it was wild.
Yeah, he launched, and you know that helped him out. And of course, you right there finishing just right beside him, about a half a car length right next to him. It was an amazing finish. Amazing race out here tonight. You know, we had everything. We had 3 wide. We had rubbing and racing. You know, you said cruising out there for the most of the night. Unfortunately, some ended up with some bruising. You know, cruising for a bruising. I don't know if you've ever heard the saying before or not, but you know,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Some drivers unfortunately got taken out here tonight, but overall, I mean, it was a fantastic race. It's Daytona, you know, it's gonna happen. So, but you know, Daytona, you know, it's a track that tires are not an issue, you know, per se. Next week though, the Old Atlanta. How do you feel about the Old Atlanta? Do you like it when, you know, tires are premium and you really got to take care of those tires?
Ah, tire saving can be a little rough for me. I tend to burn them up. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about the next gen cars at the Old Atlanta. I feel like it's gonna be pretty loose, and it's gonna be quite the handful, but a lot of fun.
Yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I don't think I've ever called a race with the next gen cars at the Old Atlanta, so this might be a new one for me as well. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Heck, it could be Superspeedway racing for all I know. Uh, let's hope not, but it could be. Well, Philip, awesome job, P2 here tonight, man. Any final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate, buddy?
Appreciate it, and definitely like Zach, he's a great teammate to have over at Aerokinetics. At Niagara Quick Dry, I try to rock them on the car every now and again. It's my aunt's carpet cleaning company, and you appreciate you putting it on.
Oh, yeah, it is not a problem, Philip. Well, go celebrate your P2 here tonight. We'll see you next week at the Old Atlanta, buddy.
Hell yeah.
Uh-huh. All right, well, that is going to bring us down here to Keith Hurlbutt coming back, finishing P3 here, buddy. Hey, you survived. You almost had it. Just 2 cars ahead of you, man. Man, Keith, talk about the finish there. We talked to you earlier in the race, and you survived.
Yeah, that was one of the more crazy finishes I've been a part of. To slide across, you know, and get third, I'll definitely take it. I thought we had a good chance to win, especially when we made that move, Robbie and I coming in short pitting, but no one else wanted to take it with us, and that kind of hurt us, put us back. But we made it up there with that final caution and Greenway Checkered, and man, I thought we could have won that race.
Well, it was close for sure. I mean, anybody can win. It doesn't matter where you're sitting at. Now, yeah, y'all did come down pit road. I don't think y'all ever did go a lap down. Y'all stayed up ahead of the leaders. Y'all, you know, everything cycled back through. But, you know, being just 2 cars and then, you know, you got 7 or 8, you know, 2 cars is not enough.
No, I agree. And we thought, you know, we were talking with teammates and thought it'd be a good move. And we really thought more people would come down pit road with us there, but they stayed out and it kind of hurt us.
Yeah. Hey, man, you came back, grabbed a P3, man. You know, kind of talk about it there toward the end, man. It was wild, crazy, a lot of action, and you finishing P3 sideways. I mean, hey, you crossed the stripe, so it counts.
Yeah, I'll take it. I mean, there was a point where I got shuffled into the middle 3 wide and didn't think I'd finish the race, so I'll definitely take the third.
Yeah, man, going to be a definitely good points tonight, not only for you, but Clifton and Phillip and Zach and, you know, Robbie Stewart as well. You know, a lot of guys now picking up some points, needed points, you know, where we got a lot of races left in the regular season. But now's the time to start getting these points. And, a couple of drivers out here tonight, well, a bunch of them actually, picking up some crucial points throughout the race.
Yeah, for sure. With this long season, every point's crucial. And
Yep.
just try to run every race I can and put laps in and get as many points as I can. The goal is to make that chase.
Oh, yeah, definitely so. Well, we go to a track next week, not like Daytona or Dega or Superspeedway. The old Atlanta, the tire-saving Atlanta, to where within 5 laps your tires are shot. That Atlanta. The next gen cars. I can't recall a race that I've called at Old Atlanta in these cars. So I don't believe I've ever called a race at the Old Atlanta in these cars. I don't know if you've ever raced there in these cars yet. But how do you feel about it? Next gen, Old Atlanta, racing it up for it looks like 130 laps there, man. Talk about it.
Well, anytime I race with SRU, it's a fun time. I don't think I've raced the next gen at Atlanta, the Old Atlanta. But I do have a ton of experience of burning up tires and running on those, so I think I'll be all right. I think it'll be a fun race. And yeah, tire conservation is going to be key, and whoever can keep the most rubber on their tires is probably going to end up winning that race. But it'll be a fun time.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you can keep enough rubber underneath that car, you've got a good shot. I think the longest, the Old Atlanta in the Gen 6s. No, it was the Xfinity car. Well, it was a few years ago. It was in the Xfinity car, and I managed to go, I think it was like 40-something laps, going down to the end and finish 3rd. And let me tell you, it was not easy. I don't know what these cars are going to do.
Yeah, I don't think I do either, but I'm looking forward to it, and I think we'll put on a good show.
Oh yeah, definitely. So, well, Keith, awesome job, P3 here tonight. I see you got here in Discord the Kansas City Chiefs emblem there. Must be a Chiefs fan.
Oh yeah, big Chiefs fan.
Oh yeah. I don't live in I don't live in Missouri, but I am a Chiefs fan. So, well,
there you go.
Yeah, I live in Arkansas, so
Close enough.
Close enough, yeah. Well, Keith, awesome job, P3 here tonight, buddy. Man, final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate, and of course, get ready for next week, buddy.
Yeah, it was an awesome race. I appreciate the admins here at SRU putting it on. Congrats to Cliff for the win. Kind of like echo what Cliff said earlier. I want to shout out Dave. Miss you, buddy. Wish you were here. And again, thank you guys for the awesome broadcast week in, week out.
I do appreciate it, Keith. Man, go back and watch it and see my boneheaded mistakes out here tonight. Y'all hit lap 80, and then I said lap 180. So, yeah, I'm pulling a Daytona 500 here tonight. So,
hey, it happens.
It happens. All righty, buddy. We'll go celebrate 3rd, bud. We'll see you next week, man.
All right, we'll see you.
See you, bud. All right, well, that is Keith Hurlbutt, man. What an awesome race out here tonight, man. Up and down for everybody, but man, it was a crazy finish. That is for sure. It did take one GWC attempt, but hey, that's just part of racing. Getting down here to the unofficial results, pending any admin stuff they have to do. Clifton Ashley grabbing the win here tonight at Daytona for round number 14 for the Harpoon Design Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series. Philip Bridgman going to finish right there in 2nd. Right beside him, Keith Hurlbutt 3rd. Zach Duchier 4th. Robbie Stewart in 5th. Christopher Campbell in 6th. Larry Blair 7th. Kevin Roy in 8th. Jim Coleman-Spurger 9th. Gary Slapinski in 10th. Jason Adams, man. Golly, buddy. Me and you're going to have a talk about this one. In that 11th spot, I'm picking on you, Jason. Brandon Hartwell in 12th, Kyle Heath 13th, Jeff Gilmore 14th, Chris Paff 15th, Brandon Sheets 16th, Mark Whitley 17th, Cameron Smith in 18th, and Robbie Darnell did not start race here tonight. He will round out the field in 19th. But that is going to do it for the Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series and MaxspeedTV. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Everybody be safe tonight, tomorrow night, Tuesday night, and however long you all can shoot off fireworks. Just be safe. We would Like to see you back in chat next week for the old Atlanta. Bring your friends, family, pets, or whatever you got out there. So just be safe, everybody. That is the main thing. And have a happy 4th of July. But until next week, folks, stay safe. Robbie, thank you, buddy, for everything you do over here at SRU and all the admins as well. So be safe. Thank you all, and have a good night.